Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nittani Draws. I'm Nittani, and today I'm coming at you with a really special episode for the Dyke So You Want to Be a YouTuber contest. I kind of, uh, I kind of thought back and forth about whether or not I should do this because I didn't know if it would be like weird to have a contest entry on my page, but I ended up deciding that it's a better idea for me to be genuine with you guys. Like, I don't have the money to buy a nice camera that can actually record in HD and, have great light rigging and backdrops and things like that. I can't afford any of that stuff. I'm just an artist who works as a waitress. So, in the end, I decided I was going to do this because even if I don't win, I think that it's a good thing to at least try. I started this channel because I wanted to be able to get my art out there, to be able to get myself slowly to the point where I can be self-employed as an artist, where selling my prints and selling my originals can basically put food on the table. And slowly and steadily, I've seen the subscribers growing. I just hit 100 subscribers. I've been on YouTube for just about 3 months. And I've grown my subscriber count very slowly. I think part of that is due to the fact that I don't do any kind of fan art. I only do original artwork so far. I've thought about maybe doing some fan art in order to boost views and such, but I want to be genuine to who I am as an artist, so I haven't done it yet. So yeah, I decided to do the contest. Anyway, to the drawing. I approached this with a more painterly style than I normally do, and I used a lot of blending methods that I don't normally use. I ended up having to mix the skin tone for Dyke's skin like 6 times because I couldn't find the one that I really liked, and everything came out a little too orange. I'm using the hairdryer in between layers because about halfway through I realized that the colors were starting to get muddy because I wasn't waiting long enough between the layers and waiting for it to completely dry. So now I waited until they were completely dry in order to actually give it the space that was needed in order to make it a really, really, really great drawing. I used the Pentel Pocket brush pen in order to add details and such to the drawing toward the end, and I use an iridescent pearly sort of color for his tie. And then I also go in and slaughter this with the white pen that I don't normally like to use too much because I know that I have a tendency to overuse it, but I think it was well worth it in this drawing because this drawing had so much black in it that it needed something to add the contrast. I also, in the background, wrote the names of all of the different serial killers that he covers in his Serial Killer Files series on YouTube, which is my favorite of all of his shows, which I watched the entire time while I was drawing this. I went back and watched them all again, so I wanted to really feel it when I was drawing it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing and liking and all of those wonderful things. This is the finished drawing here, and I really, really hope that you come back to see so many other things that I'm doing, and I hope that you check out my blog and you subscribe, and I will see you in the very next video.